This is the finest sword in the world. There's a living dragon on the back of the knife. The man slashes into the pig's mouth. Then he circled the pig. Strangely enough. There was no blood on the blade. Even the oil stains were absorbed by the dragon's mouth. The next moment, something even more amazing happened. This man's name is Tom. He's a top chef. He's not only an excellent cook with a knife, he is also the mayor of this village. Today was supposed to be the elder's birthday banquet. But there was an accident. As the owner of the dragon head knife, the main dish of the birthday feast is stewed pork. Tom was confident that the dish would be delicious. However, not long after the birthday banquet began. The villagers were wailing. Tom was very puzzled. He had made all the ingredients with his own hands. Suddenly he realized that he couldn't find any salt. A young man from the same village immediately handed it to him. Obviously, it was a premeditated plan. Tom got angry and beat him up. But there was a rule in the village. If you hire a knife, you have to take all the responsibility. Even if he was framed, Tom had nothing to say. Then the elders confiscated the sword. And kicked Tom out of the village. In order to survive, Tom had to find a job. Then he walked into a restaurant called the Four C's and One Piece. As soon as he came in, he asked, "What's your specialty?" The waiter said, "All the signature dishes are yours." When the waiter said that, Tom immediately ordered a dish of cabbage. If you've read the news, you know, although this dish sounds very common, but it is the most important dish in the national banquet. When the chef heard this, he knew it immediately. The other party is here to destroy the scene, but he was very confident. The food was served quickly. Tom took a sip of the soup with his spoon. He closed his eyes and savored it. The result. The waiter immediately realized something was wrong. And asked why.
完全两码事，白菜和鸡都不错，但工序不同。你们这道开水白菜的做法，任何一家饭店都做得。
The chef was furious. He demanded a match with Tom. And made a bet. That if he lost, he'd be out of here. But if he won. Tom would have to wash dishes here for a year. And that was Tom's plan. The dish they were competing over was called 8 Treasure Duck. It's the specialty of the house. Tom was confident. His eyes were like x-rays analyzing the duck's flesh. But here's the strange thing. He didn't use a knife. In a short while, the food was served. The waiter first tasted the chef's duck. He was immediately impressed. It was soft and tender. Fatty but not greasy. It's the most famous dish of the restaurant. Then came Tom. The first time the waiter saw his 8 Treasure Duck. Was full of disdain, because the duck was cold.